Do you want to become a better trail rider but feel like you're not advancing as quickly as you'd like? Well, I want to share 2 common misconceptions that people, maybe even you, believe that might be holding you back from having more confidence and more speed while reducing your risk on the trails. One way that people think that they'll get better is by just practicing the same trail over and over again, and if their lap times or speed is improving, they feel like they're becoming a better trail rider. Or if you're crashing less and less, so once every 10 minutes instead of 2 minutes. Or if you have like a 5-minute loop and you're crashing 5 times when you used to crash 10 times, you're improving, right? Or maybe it's just trying the same trail section or obstacle over and over again to try and complete it or get over it, whether it's like getting up a steep hill and you're getting stuck halfway up the hill, or getting over a big log and just trying it again and again and again, finally conquer it. Well, if you're trying to do those things, that you might be experiencing one of these 3 problems. The first one is riding faster on the same trail, but when you go to a new trail, you're a lot slower and a lot more cautious because you don't know what's around the next corner. You get anxious and you tense up because you don't feel comfortable because you're not familiar with that trail. Where that trail that you're practicing on, you could do it almost with your eyes closed because you know what the bike is going to do and what corner is coming up next or what obstacle or hill. You get really comfortable and don't need to worry about it. But the new trail, you have no idea what's going to come up next. You don't know how fast you can go around the corner, or if there's going to be a steep uphill or downhill right after it. So this just makes you a lot more anxious and nervous and cautious. It means you're not a confident trail rider yet. It's totally normal, and I'll explain in just a minute why that is. Problem number 2 you might be experiencing is crashing less often on that same trail that you keep practicing, or the same section you keep practicing over and over again. But when you go to that new trail or that new section, you're crashing at least twice as often. The trail that you have has a big log that you are able to get over it like 9 out of 10 times, but then when you go to a new trail with a different log, you can't get over it half of the time. Number 3 is you can keep up with your riding friends on the trail that you're familiar with, whether it's your backyard trail or just the one that you always go to. But when you go to a new one that you're not familiar with, you haven't learned yet, you're not nearly as fast as your friends, and it's really frustrating because, well, you can ride just as fast on the other trail. Why can't I do it on the newer ones? What are they doing differently that I'm not doing? Well, this is because you have memorized the home trail or the trail that you're used to, and you fully understand and know what your bike is going to do at each turn, each section, each hill on it. But when you go to a new trail, it's a struggle because you're unsure how to control your body, your technique. You don't know what the bike is going to do over each bump or in new terrain, or maybe there's tight trees with tight turns. When you don't know what's around the next corner, or you don't know how the bike is going to react, you slow way down or you tense up. It's a lot less enjoyable because you can't enjoy the trail ride when you're focused on just trying to stay upright, not crash into a tree or slide out. A new sign that you're becoming a confident trail rider is when you can go to a new trail with new terrain and feel comfortable and confident without having to slow down just to stay in control. Pillar number 2 of 3 in my virtual dirt biker school shows you how to do that. And if you want to take the first step today to becoming a confident trail rider, then I encourage you to download my free basic techniques guide. It's a free PDF that shows you basic techniques so that you can have more control on your home trail or a new trail that you're not familiar with. You can grab that at motocrosshideout.com/basic or click the link in the description below.